I'm here with Jonathan and Cam from the Contortionist, my dear friends, and so the end of a pretty astounding tour. Tell me about how it's gone.
It's been amazing so far. Really good turnouts. We get along with all the dudes really well. We've had a good time. It's been fun.
Yeah, I would say the same. Yeah.
And and kind of looking at this tour going into it, it's not necessarily all Contortionist kind of music, but the kids all seem to really get into what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, All Shall Perish they're not just a metal band. They have a pretty wide range of sounds and stuff. So I think that the fans are pretty open-minded. So they've taken to us pretty well on the tour as we went along.
So obviously you just got through recording a new record. Kind of give us an overview of what people are going to expect when this thing comes out.
Well, Cameron, you want to start this one? Yeah. Well, go ahead.
We all have high expectations of it, and we all feel very proud of it. So that being said, I think the viewer or the listeners can know what to expect, I guess. Okay. If they're fans of Exoplanet, they definitely.
So musically, it's sort of an extension of what you tried to accomplish with Exoplanet.
Yeah. It's just just a little bit more polished because we've been doing it a little bit longer, and we're just getting better at our craft.
Yeah.
I'd say further pushing the contrast aspect of it. Every song, I think we've worked on our songwriting a lot and making sure that songs don't have a random part. Everything feels like it has its own place where it is and everything. So we're further pushing that lightness next to the heaviness, all that.
Right,
that whole bit, yeah.
And you and I have talked a little bit lyrically about, obviously Exoplanet was about exploring what's beyond us and what other possible consciousness there may be out there.
Sure. This
This is more sort of an internal journey that you're taking us on.
Right. It still has like a cosmic theme to it, but I kind of focus more on a different realm of existence, not necessarily about space and galaxies and such. So it still has a cosmic theme to it. I think space fans will dig it, but it's not necessarily about space this time around.
Right. And on this tour, you're playing 2 new songs. Tell us about those.
They're just 2 that I don't really know how we picked them, actually. Now, looking back, I mean, we love them, but they're not even necessarily the ones I would call the strongest on the album. Thinking of it.
Yeah,
it's hard to pick. We're really into all the new songs and stuff, but these 2 seemed like ones we could pull off live quickly, and we were kind of on a time budget. We got back from recording, had a week to get going on a tour. So, but we've really gotten to know them really well, and they're going great. People love them so far.
And this is music that you're going to be playing for the next year and a half of your life. Are you looking forward to that?
Oh, absolutely. I've been waiting a long time for this to get to the new material, and we're here, and it feels great.
So what are your goals?
Well, I would say to get to a point where maybe music could sustain us a little bit, somewhat. I think we're just working towards that. Yeah. That's because we love doing it. It'd be great to live off of it, I suppose. But for now, we're just working hard to make sure that we get the message out there, get the music out there, and see what happens.
Talk about the audience for this kind of music. Do you think it's expanding? Oh my goodness. I mean, kind of back in my day, there was nobody more closed-minded than your average metalhead.
Yeah.
And now it's not like that. I mean, people are, even fans of a band like All Shall Perish are very open to the idea of a lot of different influences and a lot of different styles.
Sure. I mean, I would say, with the internet and everything, there's been just a huge outreach of a lot of different genres. Anybody can hear anything nowadays, and it's easy to get. So I think there's a lot more open-mindedness in general when it comes to a music listener running around online, grabbing music up. So it helps us out.
Excellent.
For sure.
So where do you see you guys in the next year? What can we expect you?
I don't know. That's a good question. We'll probably be on tour, doing some, I guess, a pretty big tour, like support or maybe direct support for like a big headliner or something. I don't really know.
And of course, you already had the transcontinental experience of going to Australia last year, and we've all seen the spider picture, and we know what that whole experience was like. But maybe Europe in your future at some point.
Yeah, we'd love to. There was something we had a little bit of talking about it for the summer, and ended up falling through. But we definitely expect to in the next year and a half, I would say. But we'll see.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Anything else any of you would like to add I didn't ask you about?
No, not really. I think you covered it, Brian, for sure.